Shopify helps you sell at every stage of your business. Like that, let's put it online and see what happens stage.
And the site is live.
That we opened a store and need a fast checkout stage.
Thanks. You're all set.
That count it up and ship it around the globe stage.
This one's going to Thailand.
And that, wait, did we just hit 1 million orders stage? Whatever your stage, businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/listen.
I'm at the football game. I'm at the grocery store. What? I'm at the combination football game and grocery store.
Wait, you're at the football game
what?
And the grocery store?
Nah, I'm at the combination football game and grocery store. Groceries through Instacart, delivered to my door. I don't have to choose between football and the grocery store.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
In the year 247 in the age of judges, Vartan was summoned home by a letter stating that his father has died under mysterious circumstances. Upon returning home, Vartan opened his mind to the possibility that his father's death in his hometown of Eterno was not everything that it appeared to be. Welcome to Ethereal Embrace. That's me, Vartan. Man, this detective work is making me kinda hungry. I wonder when lunch is. I wish I didn't have a light breakfast.
Day 2, early afternoon, in the office of Judge Greystone.
Greystone gets up out of his chair and walks across his office floor, opens the door, steps out, and says,
"Please do me a favor and close that behind you."
And starts making his way next door to the city guard. The city guard is essentially, I mean, it's like a podunk Western style, city guard, right? So
yeah.
The guard station has 2 cells in it. They're both connected, very rarely ever used. There is a young dwarf with dark skin and a black beard, and he sees you walk through the door, and he stands up and he says, "Vartan, it is a pleasure to see you. Welcome back." And he traipses across the floor, and he's not armed. He's not wearing a sword, nothing like that at all. But he puts out his giant dwarven arms to bring it in for a hug.
How you doing, old timer?
Actually, I should say Brasscane is a young dwarf with dark skin and a black beard, but it's like barely a beard at all.
Oh, he's young.
Yeah, he's super young. Okay. So it's like closely cropped. Yeah, he grew up with you. So like you guys were kids at the same time.
So I mean.
Yeah, you can call him old timer. You guys are both like 100. So it works. I just wanted to put it in context.
Okay.
So he's like, "Oh, it's so wonderful to have you back. How have travels been? Oh goodness me, I'm so sorry. Where are my manners? My dearest friend, condolences for your father. What a loss. I am very sorry. He was a great man."
Yeah, I appreciate it. Trying to get to the bottom of what's going on around here.
And Greystone interrupts and says, "Brasscane, I would like you to show Vartan what's been harassing the farms lately." And Brasscane says, Are you sure, boss? I mean, I can." And Greystone just nods his head. So Brasscane says, "Well, it's not here. It's, we've got one of them in the storage units over in the bricks. You wanna head that way?"
And we think that this is possibly what could have hurt Kyrian.
Brasscane says, No, I don't, from what I saw in Kyrian, I don't think it's the same thing at all.
Oh, okay. Just another random thing that's now in chains, but we don't know. Another thing that's plaguing the city. Lovely.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Dark times, my friend. Come on, Vartan, let me show you. He starts walking out, and the storage units are behind the bricks, on the other side of the bricks. So you take an alleyway that is between the carpenter shop, which is a bigger shop, and then two smaller shops, one for the tailor, one for the arcanist. So you take a small alleyway between those buildings and go to a storehouse. The storehouse is compartmentalized, so it's a really big storehouse, but it's broken into different sections. A lot of it is for food stores or for farming, the farming stores, stuff like that. He takes you into one, and you can see that there is a giant lock on one of these storage units. And he takes a large skeleton key off his chain and unlocks it and says, "Come on in, it won't hurt you." You have dark vision, right?
Baya has Eyes of the Dark. You have dark vision out to 120 feet.
Yeah, okay.
Ovyck has dark vision.
Okay. I don't know if furbolgs have dark vision.
I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't have dark vision.
So yeah, he opens the door for a second and motions you in, and then grabs a lantern off the side of the wall and starts striking his flint to light it. And Ovyck and Baya, you can see inside the storage unit.
Baya would have her arm or offer her arm to Vartan as we're walking down before the match is lit, by the way.
Okay, yeah, that tracks. Makes total sense.
To kind of guide him.
I'd take it since I can't see.
Yeah.
You two look in, and you see a hideous creature laying dead on the ground. Inside the unit, a creature with a black carapace lays crumpled on the ground. A spear runs through the top of the head and out through the bottom of the jaw. It appears that the creature should have 4 arms, though one looks like it has been removed. Each arm ends with razor-sharp serrated claws. Its 2 legs bend backward at the knees, and hoof-like feet with shiny gray hairs make up its feet. Brasscane says, "So, Cody, the guy up at the inn," and he finally gets the lantern lit and walks in next to Vartan so that you can see it fully in its hideous glory. Says, "Cody from the inn says they're called Zill. Whatever they're called. They're a pain in the ass to kill. Magno, the traveler who's staying up there at the last stop, that's the person who killed this one. Spear right through the back of the head. None of my other guys have really been able to kill any of them. They just kind of ward them off, take some shots at them, do some damage, and then they scatter. They flee. But from our estimation, these things, when they kill, they take the body with them. They leave. They don't ever leave the body to be found later. So that's why I'm pretty sure this is not the same thing that killed Kyrian."
Oh, goodness. She's, quite a good shot. I take it.
Magno?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome. She's definitely worth the gold I'm paying her each day.
Yeah, we met her. We met her at Cody's place, and yeah, she looked pretty capable.
Yeah, I mean, you look pretty capable yourself these days, Vartan. Much stronger than when you last left.
Yeah, well, man, out there on the road, I definitely had to take care of myself.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I'm willing to pay 4 gold a day that you're willing to work for the city guard. So I don't know what your plans are while you're here, but for each night that you help defend the farms, man, I've got some gold for you. Same offer I gave Magno.
You know what? Man, I could use the gold. What about you other two?
I'm willing to do whatever we have to find out what happened to Kyrian.
I think that this is possibly... I mean, it could possibly be related, but it's obviously not exactly related to what happened to Kyrian. I think that this is something that's going to take our focus off of what we need to work on. We need to figure out what happened to your father. There's the book. We need to These monsters aren't the ones that killed your father, or they would have eaten him, right?
Yeah. So that's what, 12 gold between the three of us.
12 gold?
I think that here's the thing. Maybe we go search out these monsters and possibly put you and us in harm's way. All the while, we are not finding out what's happened to your father. I think that we need to look into this book. We need to talk to the farmer. We need
to go to that cabin.
Timorin, Windcurl. This is definitely something that is plaguing the city, but is it exactly what we need to focus on currently?
Greystone passes a interesting look over to Brasscane and says, I will front the additional 8 gold if it is needed. I am sure that Vartan is fully capable of helping us when we need him at nights.
Oh, okay. I guess that we have been voluntold to slay a till.
I agree with Baya that will help if we have to, but I think our main focus should be on finding out what happened to Kyrian.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we need to focus on that. But we also need to protect these people. They can't help themselves. And apparently, the only person that's been able to fight here that's worth a damn is Magno. No offense to you. No offense to your guard, but we need to defend this place as well.
Brasscane says,
So, little confused by the conversation, but if you decide that you want to help, you can meet us at dusk on the farms. The offer stands. My 4 gold. I guess Greystone's covering the other 8 gold for you. And if you're not there, that's totally fine. I know you got your own business going on. Just if you don't have anything else going on and you want to kill some Zill, you're more than welcome to help.
He motions like he wants to close the storage unit back up. He's like,
are you, did you want to look at it any closer? Just don't touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to look at this a lot closer and possibly take a piece of it.
Okay, so what Brasscane is going to do is hand the lantern over to Vartan, and then he's going to step back out of the storage unit and give you some space with it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess any type of like history, like do any of us recognize this thing? Is there magic coming off of it? Any weaknesses that we can tell?
Yeah, definitely do history.
Okay. 21.
I got a 24 for history.
I got a 0 for history.
Okay, so once again, Baya and Ovyck. I do love how Vartan started this like off with some monster huge rolls and then has been rolling like zeros ever since.
Any intelligence checks has been like I roll a 2 and I have a -2. So yeah.
Essentially, a Zill is a medium monstrosity, straight evil. It's got poison and it is from deep within the ethereal plane. There are these miniature worlds built by powerful archmages, and these entities live on these planes. And each demiplane is designed for a specific purpose. These Zill are horrible 4-armed creatures that can cross over from the ethereal plane into this plane. And they emerge from the ethereal plane and they attack people with their claws. But their aim is never really to kill. Instead, it injects it with a paralytic poison. and when the poison overwhelms the target, they snatch the victim and return to the ethereal plane. So that's what you guys have learned from history books and lore and myths and different stories about them, scary stories about them.
It's creepier than just murder.
Would I know anything based on religion, or would religion have anything to do with it?
I don't know that religion would.
Like just calling on my religious like background.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and make a roll for that. We'll see. Get above a 12.
No. That's a 4. So no.
So you don't know that, but Ovyck standing at the door knows it, and Baya, as she approaches the Zill, knows it. And there are all sorts of rumors and theories about what happens with the victims that they kidnap, but they don't. I mean, there's nothing really solid
concrete
about those
information.
Yep. But it does lead you to believe that Brasscane is accurate, that Azil probably would not have been the thing to kill Kyrian, because even though there would have probably been claw marks and stuff on the ceiling and the walls,
there wouldn't have been a body.
There wouldn't have been a body. Yep.
How mysterious.
What do you two get of all this? I've never seen anything like this.
I've read about Zill. They're nasty, nasty creatures. I believe Brasscane when he says he doesn't think this is what killed your father. They wouldn't have found his body if this is what did it.
We need to protect those who can't protect themselves. We need to not lose focus on our task. But yeah, let's help these people.
Well, I guess if we find out the source of all this, then I mean that should stop these attacks. So it's going to be a little bit of everything.
Maybe. We don't know that the two incidents are connected.
Other than it started is right after my father's death. That's the only connection we got so far.
And that could have been coincidence.
Quite.
Yeah, I think we should go talk to Terranil. And then I vote, after we talk to him, we go to the cabin and inspect the area where they found Kyrian's body and see if we can find anything that they overlooked.
And are we alone right now?
Yeah, he left you in the storage unit. Brasscane and Greystone went out of the storage unit to give you privacy at looking at it.
You don't think that stone that we picked up from my father's office is that key to that box? Do you?
Could be. I don't remember seeing an actual key on his desk. You still have the stone in your pocket, don't you?
Yeah.
Try using it.
But should we open it here? Or
no, I don't think we should open it here. Do it at the house.
Yeah, I just wanted to run that by you.
Okay. So where have we decided to go now? Are we going to go...
Tyrannial Fallen Clouds, the one who found...
Okay. The body.
The one who found my father's body, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys come out of the storage unit. Brasscane says,
"Are you all finished up in there?"
Yeah. Did you get your sample that you wanted, Baya?
Did I?
Make a survival roll to see if you got... we'll say you carved up a chunk of it, no matter what, but to see if it's a viable sample for whatever you're attempting.
Man, I'm rolling way better than I was at the beginning of the game. What am I rolling? You said survival?
We swapped.
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a 19 plus 0. 19.
Okay, yeah, so you have a viable sample.
Okay.
In we'll say a bloody little pouch from where you carved it and put it in, but it was damaged flesh already, so.
Sure. Thank you.
Yep. Brasscane goes to take the lantern from you. Vartan says,
I'll take that and
hand it over.
And moves to relock up the storage unit and says,
"I hate to cut this visit short, but I do need to prepare for this evening, and I've got a few other people that we're training to join the city guard now that this has started, so I really must get back to my duties. But, man, Vartan, it is nice to have you home.
Yeah, I wish we could have had a reunion on better terms, but we got work to do.
Yes, we do.
And he clicks the lock closed and blows the lantern out and puts it back on its hook. As you guys walk away, Greystone stays with Brasscane while he's locking up and kind of stays behind.
All right.
Baya shakes Brasscane's hand and says, "Thank you for everything that you're doing for the city, putting your lives at risk every day. It's a lot. If you ever need a shoulder to cry on, I'm here." And then walks away.
Okay. All right. Great.
And
she smiles and walks away.
All right, so you guys make your way out to the farm.
One thing that was really weird to me was that they buried the body before we got there, which is fine. I mean, it's not like super weird.
They have refrigeration.
Yeah, it's not like they're gonna refrigerate them.
I mean,
that's fair.
They got magic, maybe. I don't know if they got magic or not.
I mean, some sort of magic embalming fluid or something, right? I don't know. But the fact that he apologized for it, like, why would he have to apologize for that if it wasn't something that was normal for them to do?
Right.
Yeah. It's sus.
Yeah. And I am going to try and get Magno to help us. And she obviously likes mushrooms, so if we come across any mushrooms, I'm going to use that to try to persuade her to do whatever we want her to do.
So make a roll real quick for history on...
Intelligence was my dump stat.
From all of you.
19.
I got 11.
Ooh.
9.
Ovyck, you know that one of the crops that's out in Timorin Windcurl's farm is a crop full of sun shrooms. They're a very large type of mushroom that grows in direct sunlight. It's weird how the fungus reacts with the sunlight. You know from sun shrooms, they can only grow on spots where soybeans grew the previous year. So the crop gets rotated is what you would know from that history check.
Okay.
But you do know, thinking about...
Giving Magno some mushrooms.
Yeah. About those mushrooms, you know that there are a good chunk of good mushrooms on the farm. Probably not a big crop of it, but you know that there is a crop of it.
There'll be some
on the farm.
Okay.
Yep.
Baya, if you'd like to give Magno some mushrooms, out in one of the crops, there are some sun mushrooms.
Ooh.
It's complicated how they have to grow them. They only grow in direct sunlight, but there's some out in that field. If you wanted to collect some.
I think that we need to, if we're going to try and kill this Zill, we should probably gather information from the one person that has killed a Zill. And I think that taking something that we already know that they like would be wise. So maybe we go gather a couple mushrooms, bribe her for information on what she did. I mean, a bribe is a strong word. Gain her favor.
You said that was Falling Cloud Farm that has the sunshrooms?
Windcurl. Timorin Windcurl.
Windcurl. Okay.
What were we told about Timorin again?
That's where we were going anyway. Timorin...
Not Timorin. We were going to Terranil.
We were going to Terranil.
Terranil. Yeah, Fallen Cloud.
Terranil found the body. Timorin has the same opinion as the judge.
That's right.
They have some dissenting opinions on Kyrian, right?
Yeah, did they both think Kyrian had something to do with it? Or did they have different opinions?
No, they had the same... Well, basically, the judge and Timorin had spoken together and have the same idea, and they're the only two that have the same idea as about
Kyrian having something to do with the attacks.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then we can talk to Tyranneal about what he had found, and then swing over to Timorin's and get some sunshrooms and talk to him also. See if he'll give us any more information than the judge did.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what we'll do.
Yeah,
okay.
That's the plan.
Good plan.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Ethereal Embrace, and A Fool's Quest production. Vartan the Furbog Fighter is voiced and played by Adam Culbertson. Baya Rustin, the half-elf sorcerer, is voiced and played by Tisha. Ovyck, the Tiefling Cleric, is voiced and played by Chris Johnson. And I am Nico, your GM. Please remember to drop us a 5-star rating and review on your favorite podcatcher. Music provided in part by Midnight Syndicate, makers of the original Dungeons & Dragons soundtrack. If you would like to follow us on social media or say hello to the cast, details on where to find us will be in this episode's notes. Remember, be safe, we love you all, and stay foolish.
It is Ryan here, and I have a question for you. What do you do when you win? Like, are you a fist pumper, a woohooer, a hand clapper, a high fiver? I kind of like the high five, but if you want to hone in on those winning moves, check out Chumba Casino. At ChumbaCasino.com, choose from hundreds of social casino-style games for your chance to redeem serious cash prizes. There are new game releases weekly, plus free daily bonuses, so don't wait. Start having the most fun ever at ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
With Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to... Has anyone seen the bride and groom?
Sorry, we're here. We were getting lucky in the limo and we lost track of time.
No, Lucky Land Casino, with cash prizes that add up quicker than a guest registry.
In that case, I pronounce you lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Daily bonuses are waiting. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.